Good morning, Broad Street. Practice blameless problem solving. Today I'm with Colin Clancy, and we're going to talk about this week's fundamental. Good morning, Colin.
Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Broad Street.
Thanks for being with me. So, Colin, can you tell us what this week's fundamental practice blameless problem solving means to you, and how do you demonstrate it in your work?
Yeah, Terry, first of all, thanks for having me. Practice blameless problem solving, I think, is a really important tool in whether it's your personal life or your professional life. But practicing blameless problem solving to me is very important for the simple reason that if you're just pointing a finger to point a finger or without a goal to find a solution, you're going to kind of be stuck at a standstill, or you run the risk of just continuing to have the same problems. So, blame is a word I think that can also be, to me, it can be confused with holding someone accountable. I think that whether you call it blaming or holding someone accountable, the end result should be the same, and that is that we are looking to identify how we got to this point, how do we get to this problem, and how do we correct it, right? How do we learn from this? How do we better our processes? And again, how do we prevent, hopefully, this outcome from happening again? And find a solution, and keep forward in a positive momentum and positive movement, because if you get stuck on blaming someone and focused on that, you are going to get stuck, and like I said before, you're going to have a hard time moving things forward.
Thanks, Colin. You make some really good points. So we should focus on solutions, not finger pointing.
That's right.
We should all keep an open mind and open communication to best solve problems so people feel comfortable sharing information. And we should learn from our mistakes versus getting defensive and not listening. So we can't have effective problem solving if I'm so busy defending myself and saying why it's not my fault, rather than actively listening at what's being said.
Yeah, true. And I think, you also, you have to be accountable for your actions. If you truly were the source of the problem, whether it's because you missed a deadline or you misunderstood the assignment and you didn't ask questions, you have to also be accountable for yourself. So it's a two-way street. But again, once you get on that same street and get heading in the right direction, let the blame go and get to finding a solution for the problem at hand.
Absolutely. So own your mistake. So as usual, let me close with two quotes about this week's fundamental. The first, if you define the problem correctly, you almost always have the solution. Steve Jobs. And another one thing is sure. We have to do something. We have to do the best we know how at the moment. If it doesn't turn out right, we can modify it as we go along. Franklin Roosevelt. So again, Colin, I want to appreciate you being here with me today and sharing your thoughts on our fundamental practice blameless problem solving. Broad Street, let's all remember to practice blameless problem solving because we can do it. Have a great week.
Thanks, Terry.